What is the internet buzzing about? Well, we are going to yap all about it right here with some Page Six staffers. How you guys doing?
There's so much going on the internet always.
Always.
But we've got some big ones today.
Yeah.
6'7". 6'7".
We're gonna start there because
you
I
even
think
talking
you're
about?
using it appropriately, but I don't actually know.
I'm trying.
Does anyone?
I'm trying to just insert it casually into my speak because it turns out that's the answer to youth culture.
Right,
is
that's
having
the way to do it, I
meaningless
guess.
slang that you can confuse your parents with.
Well, first of all, it's the word of the year, right? But it's 2 words. So let's start with that. I'm upset. Like, are they gonna?
It's a number. It's not a word. It's a number.
Several numbers.
Yeah.
I'm upset. And since when do we let the Gen Alphas decide what's going on? Like, they're literally, I think, 12 and under. They're little kids.
Yeah, they're children, and
Okay.
they're just picking dictionary.com's word of the year for us.
Yeah.
And that's probably why it's not a full word, because they're still learning sentences.
Yeah.
And we're just like, sure. 6'7".
6'7". So it's like so-so.
I guess it means like there's really no real
Comme
meaning,
si,
but
comme
people are
ça.
using it like so. There's millions of TikTok videos about it already.
Yeah, I've heard it, but I was like, not quite sure what I'm hearing. So
I feel like I always hear it in that format of people just trying to confuse other people.
Right.
Yeah, and it's Halloween, spooky season. People are looking for an easy Halloween costume. I'm seeing a lot of just T-shirts with the 6 and the 7. Couples costume. It's brainless. It's easy. You don't have to explain it.
It is easy. And the other thing too is like, how did this happen so fast?
yeah, that's
Didn't
what I'm
it
saying.
just
This
come around?
happened like literally maybe last week.
I
And
know
I'm like,
it.
it's already the word
It's
of
the word of the year.
Gen Alpha, they're a very powerful group. They're a powerful group.
I felt very old this week.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy because I'm 15.
Right.
All we do is moisturize you guys.
But it did make me go right to the internet to try to figure out like what are other words of the year, because this always comes up towards the end of the year, and then
It does.
dictionary.com is doing
Yeah.
6'7", but Oxford English Dictionary has done it, Merriam-Webster has done it. Here's some past ones that definitely felt more equally trendy, but I at least had heard of them. Like in 2023, Oxford had Riz, which
Okay.
is Gen Z slang for charisma.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
also took me a long time to get onto that, but we got there. We got there.
You've got Riz. That's the thing.
We know that
when
one.
you have Riz,
You
you
don't
don't
have to
need to
know
know what
it.
Riz is.
He gets it.
Okay. I
Other
like
past
that.
words: gaslighting, vaccine,
That's a big
pandemic.
one.
We remember those
Oh,
years.
wow.
my
Do we
God.
ever?
2019, Merriam-Webster had "they" as the word of the year.
Okay.
Which, I mean,
As
at
in
that
they,
point,
them?
I guess so. I think it was like in the conversation.
Okay.
2018, Oxford had "toxic," which for me, the word of the year "toxic" was back when Britney did it.
Was gonna say, did Toxic ever leave us?
I know, honestly,
Because
it's an every year thing.
an icon. Also an amazing Halloween costume too.
Yeah, truly.
I love a Britney moment.
Absolutely. I mean, so 6'7", I feel like it's just like saying "bruh." You know, like kids like to kind of talk back, sass back to their adults, to their teachers, and it's a way of just kind of being like, psh, bruh.
Makes sense.
7.
6'7".
And they have that hand gesture with it.
Oh, there's a
6'7",
whole dance
with it?
7. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to do the uneven bars.
Uneven bars. All together
6'7".
now. Come on, Brian.
6'7".
You want to do
Come
it.
on, Brian. yeah.
But is there an origin to this?
We're looking so millennial
I
right
know,
now.
and
It's
you know
kinda
what?
cringe.
Is there
Fine.
wasn't there like a song that references 6'7"?
Yes, Skrilla's song. Actually, in 2024, it came out.
Oh.
And it's just like a random lyric, and he admitted that it really means nothing.
Yeah.
He just said it.
It could also be the height. Who's 6'7" out there? Is Travis Kelce 6'7"?
No, but wow, that would be nice.
That would be nice.
It'd be
Okay,
nice
that's
for
a good
us.
reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, his song, it was called Doot Doot, and he's just saying 6'7".
6'7". You just gotta be cool with it, guys. It's
Yes,
fine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? We gotta go with the trends. But it
We
did
get
just
it now.
get here, and it's a little bit hard.
It is. We're learning as we go. 6'7".
6'7".
We'll figure it out. 6'7".
6'7", Brian.
Whatever.
There's so many TikTok trends that take off so fast, then all
Yeah.
of a sudden they're in the zeitgeist immediately,
Yeah.
and you just have to keep up.
Yeah.
Especially with the algorithm changing so much back and forth.
The 1 year where it was demure, I love. Like, because demure
Right.
was really ubiquitous. Like, COVID pandemic obviously was ubiquitous. Like, those years, it was like, it made a lot of sense. This year, I feel like this one has got to earn its stripes a little bit more.
Yeah, it's maybe the answer to a year that no one knows what the word of the year is. So of course, a meaningless just plopped onto it, and it's like, yeah, it's like we're all kind of somewhere in the middle right now.
We're all like, 6'7".
Exactly.
Wasn't there that
I
famous
love
joke?
it. She's trying to make
using it now.
We're
I'm
not going to
using it
make
now.
fetch happen. We're not doing it.
When I first heard it, I thought it was like a reference to like she ate. like something that was good. Like why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
Yes.
So I thought maybe because
guy.
7, 8, 6, 7. I thought there was something there. I was, I was the meme with like the equations all over my face trying to figure it out. And I was like,
You were
just
Claire
let it happen.
Danes.
Just let it happen.
Well, you know what? We're going to have to start incorporating it into our conversations because we have to keep up with the kids.
We do.
Well, what are those other
12-year-olds?
Gen Alpha words they use? Like,
Oh my gosh. My niece always says, what the Sigma? What the Sigma?
what the
She's 9.
Sigma?
What the Sigma?
They're dropping Greek letters.
I'm dying to know what
I
that
don't
means.
even think they know it's a Greek letter.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh
What does
gosh.
it
You know what?
mean?
I did look it up because I have to be the cool aunt.
You have to.
So, but I can't.
Or as
remember
Maya
now.
Rudolph said, the funt. The
oh.
fun aunt. The funt.
Oh.
Which sounds dirtier
A
than it
little
is.
too close to something else, you know? Well, I think that what the Sigma means, like, what the heck?
What the
but
heck?
a little more like,
A little fun.
a little more zhuzhed
A
up.
little razzle dazzle, if
Yes,
you will. A little
yeah.
razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Copy.
All right. Well, this is the future of America. The future leaders of America are just 6, 7 and up.
They're just 6, 7ing. See, I can't even say it, so I've got to practice that first.
We'll practice.
Well, speaking of 7, 6, 5, Stranger Things season 5 is coming.
You're a fan.
Oh, I love it. I mean, am I? I haven't seen it in 3 years.
I know.
Stranger Things, I hardly knew her. Where has she been?
Yeah. She's been gone
Literally,
for-
where has she been?
I mean, this was Netflix's most recent big hit, except they were on hiatus for so long that now Netflix, it's not the Stranger Things channel or streamer, it's like True Crime and Ryan Murphy Monster and all
Right.
this other stuff. I forgot Stranger Things hadn't finished.
I was just gonna say, I feel like everybody almost forgot about Stranger Things. It was the moment. Like, she was the girl when it came out originally.
She was our
and
girl.
then the next season came out, then we had the pandemic, and they had to wait. So then that kind of threw things off.
The
Then
kids aren't
fourth
kids
season-
anymore.
They're not.
No, they're grown. They have 401ks. They're adults.
No, literally.
They're
Millie
adults.
Bobby Brown is married and has a child.
Yes.
She's John Bon Jovi's daughter-in-law. Like, the world has moved on.
The world
Things
has
have changed.
moved on.
Things have changed.
I know it's going to be really interesting to see how they incorporate that because so we didn't see season 4 until 2022 and they split that up into 2 parts. So we haven't had any new episodes from Stranger Things since July of 2022.
Over 3 years.
Over 3 years. And I know they filmed this a while ago, like they had to do all the editing and all that jazz. But what? Like, how are they going to springboard to where the kids are now? Because we left off at a very crucial point in the series, and all of a sudden they're just going to be like tying up those loose ends and making them older? Or are they supposed to act the age that they were?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a proponent of AI, but if that'll speed this whole process up, like, they're spending too much time on these edits.
They're
Like,
doing rewrites after
the
rewrite after rewrite.
CGI alone, I mean, are they doing it themselves? Is this like that
They're
everything
using
everywhere all at
ChatGPT.
once?
They're trying to figure out how to work Pro Tools.
Right? No, seriously. But the thing that I do love about this show is that the original cast keeps coming back.
Yeah.
So we still have Millie, we've got all the boys, Winona Ryder is in it, and David Harbour, who also has had a lot of life happen in the last few years.
Yeah, he
When the
divorced
show
Lily
started,
Allen, and
I
then
know, yeah.
her album just came out this week, and
Yeah.
it's dropping all the dirt about their open marriage.
Right.
And, he's trying to spin it, play dad of the year. He's like going to the theme park with his kids, and everything's fine, nothing to see here.
Nothing to
so,
see here.
yeah, life has happened while Stranger Things was on hiatus.
Yeah.
know.
This is not the first time this has happened, though. Euphoria used to play with us all the time. How many years in between seasons? It's like,
So true.
We get it. I mean, even Atlanta, there's so many shows that it's like, they just like to take their time. They're like, you'll get it when you get it.
You're gonna get it when you get it.
Yeah, well, so we'll have to take it.
My favorite Stranger Things scandal that happened during the past couple years was the whole Doja Cat Joseph Quinn
Quinn.
romance.
Yes.
So if you guys remember, this is very page 60, but supposedly Doja Cat slid into Noah Schnapp's DMs, who may have been 17 at the time, and she was like, "Hey, can you hook me up with your co-star Joseph? He's really cute." This is the story again. And he then, in a very teenage moment, like put her on blast and was like, "Can you believe she's reaching out to a minor to blah, blah, blah?" And it's like, not a good wingman.
No.
Yeah.
It worked. Doja and Joseph are together. His character,
are.
spoiler alert, is dead. He's not coming back for season 5. But their
So
romance
tragic.
is blooming.
All's well that ends well. That's what I say.
Yeah, you know what? His character was so good in the show. He had such an amazing character arc, because he kind of started as this really rough and tough rocker guy.
Yeah, bad
didn't want to
boy.
be bad boy, didn't want to be messed with anybody. He couldn't be bothered, and then the end, he literally sacrifices him. Well, the end of his story.
Yeah.
He sacrifices himself. Ugh, we are gonna miss him. It's really sad that he won't have any kind of camp. You never know with these shows that are sci-fi, because it's like they could tie back some way to
Are
him
you
if
kidding?
they're going
He's
to.
the Human Torch. He's Johnny Storm. He's on Fantastic Four, and he's going to be in the
He's gonna
Avengers
be in
movies.
the Beatles.
Yeah.
He's got a lot going
This
on.
show
not
has
hurt
launched.
for work.
Right.
This
yeah.
show has launched some big careers, and it's tricky because when you have child stars growing up on screen, it doesn't always work out. Sometimes the cute little kid becomes kind of a weird-looking adult, you know,
That's
as we've
so
seen
true.
so
Yeah.
many times. But so far, I think all of the cast has like a good future ahead of them. They just have to get the show going.
They got to get it on the road, right?
At some point.
They're probably also like, can we move on? But at least we get a few new episodes, so they're splitting up this season again.
Which I kind of like.
Oh,
It's
you
a little.
do?
I do enjoy
Okay.
this. I know maybe it's a hot take, but I enjoy it because we're kind of giving me a little bit more bang for my buck, right? Like let the season kind of play out, and then I
Okay.
can really savor it. You know, if it's the last one.
That's fair. I feel like I want it all immediately,
Yeah.
but what I do like about it, to your point, is that like they're not making us wait that long. So a few episodes in November, then we'll get I think 2 on Christmas Day, the finale on New Year's Eve. So it's spread out, but they're not making us wait that long.
Right.
It's very English too to like put out an episode of television on Christmas. You know, the English tradition is, you know, to have your favorite TV show has a Christmas special. You know, so everyone
wait, I
sits
love
around after
that.
opening their presents and watches a family-friendly show. And Stranger Things, while I find it a little too scary for me, like, you know, the monsters are like, okay, I'm like, all right, I can't sleep now. But like, it is very like family-friendly. All ages can enjoy it. And we haven't really had like a show like that, a monoculture show where the entire family can sit around the fire and watch Stranger Things. Like Game of
Sit
Thrones
around
is like
the Christmas tree and watch the
yeah,
Destruction, yeah.
Demogorgon.
Demogorgons.
Demogorgon, thank
Watch
you.
them attack.
That should be the word of the year, Demogorgon.
Demogorgon.
You know,
No,
it will
it's
be
true.
if they
But
have
like Game of Thrones, everyone was watching. Succession, everyone was watching. But those shows were rated R.
Not family-friendly.
Hard R. We've got incest. We've got F-bombs. Like Stranger Things, it's cute. And it's also, I think, spawned a bunch of, other shows like, Welcome to Derry is coming out. And,
Yes.
and that show is like from this Stephen King universe. And Stranger Things is definitely pulling heavily from Stephen King and from it. And so I think this is opening up a whole world of this small town horror supernatural world that like people love.
Isn't there something so cozy about it? Something so fall, something so holiday, something so sweater, something so hot chocolate in your hand, you know what I mean? With the fire, I'm in your family too.
You might get scared, you might be stuck in a haunted house. It's terrifying, but at the end of the day, I've got my hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Now
I'm
I'm
wrapped up in a
picturing
blanket.
driving, driving down a street on Christmas week. The families are all home. You can see in the windows the TV, the lights are on, the
Yeah.
TV is blaring Stranger Things, and you're like, oh, what are they watching?
Yeah,
Just some terrifying television.
casually.
There's some kids being attacked in that. I don't know, but I'm excited for it. We're definitely going to have to watch that season. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's sad it's the end, but all good things must come to an
But
end.
the show was always rooted in nostalgia. I mean, having like Winona Ryder on the show. I mean, she was my girl from the 80s and the 90s.
Yes.
Heathers is one of my favorite movies of all time. So having like Winona Ryder have a career comeback because of Stranger Things, the creators of the show knew what they were doing. It's sort of instant
Totally.
nostalgia. So
And because it's set in that time period too. It's like it takes us back and it takes us through all the emotions, and I just love that. Makes me wait for it.
one of the kids has that jacket that I had when I was a kid, that like puffer jacket that was like the bright orange and navy blue.
You still have that, Brian?
I wish I could still fit into it.
It'll be sold in
God.
Urban Outfitters in 5 minutes.
Right. It'll
You
be
wait.
a part of a Stranger Things line come the end of November when the show
Absolutely.
comes out.
Absolutely. And I still saw, I'm sorry, when I opened up Instagram last week, I saw an 11 and Winona Ryder couples costume. So it's still happening. People are still doing it. Like my friend didn't have the Eggo waffles, that
yes.
reference is maybe a little too old, but if you've got a buzz cut and you found a hospital gown and you do a little blood down the nose, you're 11.
We'll see what comes with Stranger Things. We do have one more topic, you guys, because everybody is talking about the K-pop group NewJeans, and they are in a big legal battle.
Basically, they are stuck in their contract till 2028?
2029.
2029.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. Their careers are basically on the back burner.
They're in a gridlock. So basically, they are trying to break their contract with their label. Their record label went to the South Korean judicial system and said, hey, this is our legally binding contract. They need to stay in it. And unfortunately, the courts seem to have ruled, according to the local media, in favor of the contract. So they do right now have to stay in that contract. And it was such a big deal. They did a performance at Complex Con earlier this year and sort of said, we need to step back, this is too much. And in like March 2025, they announced they were taking a hiatus so that they could try and sort this out. But it doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good. I do enjoy how they changed their name to NJZ. It's very a la Prince. And I'm very pro artists trying to regain their creative control, and for some corporations that are overseeing them that are maybe taking advantage of them or trying to control them. Or with Prince, it was him trying to get his masters back. I'm so pro artists. You go get your things and do whatever you need to do to be independent.
I know Taylor Swift kind of changed the game with standing up for herself as an artist. Prince, 30 years ago, in the 80s, he changed his name to the artist formerly known as Prince,
or a symbol that had no pronunciation.
And Warner Brothers had kind of locked him into this contract where he had to deliver a certain amount of albums. I think he even did the Batman soundtrack, which not good. It's not a Prince album, but it was almost like a middle finger to the label to be like, you want an album? I'm going to do that. We're going to do the Bat Dance.
Right.
It's going to be bad. You don't get Prince for free. And at the time, it was Madonna, Michael Jackson, Prince. They were the Holy Trinity. And now K-pop is ruling the world. I mean, the number one album of the year was a K-pop album from K-pop Demon Hunters,
Yeah,
sorry, Taylor Swift, but that album is way bigger. Golden was the number one song for many weeks in a row on the Billboard Hot 100. So K-pop is the moment.
It
and
is.
so to have a group like NewJeans, making an example of the challenges of the industry, I think is really interesting.
Yeah, because them rebelling against their kind of their label essentially is very rare. You don't see that a lot, especially in the K-pop world. So they're kind of like pioneers in that way, which is really kind of inspiring. So
and
go girls.
They are citing mistreatment and manipulation as part of their reasoning for wanting to separate. So that's what their claims are against their label, which isn't a light claim to take towards your label. And like you said, they're really kind of pioneering their way out of this.
Right.
So they did say after this was all decided by the court that they're going to file an appeal.
Yeah.
So hopefully stuff gets sorted out for them. This isn't the end of it.
Right.
They obviously have much more to battle through. But it's, I mean, like you said, K-pop is the moment. They are going on this hiatus, so they can't really even perform. I'm sure their fans are devastated. It must be so hard.
Yeah.
And a very hard decision to make, to say we can't even move forward with this because we need to be on this hiatus.
Yeah, I mean, these young stars get plucked out of obscurity and put into, K-pop training schools, essentially learning how to dance, sing, the fashion, creating a persona. And these girl groups and boy bands, it's like boot camp.
Yeah. And if you've seen the work, they are precise, honey. The choreography, everything is top
Incredible.
tier. They're really great entertainers.
You would think Tina Knowles was running the whole industry.
Honey, Tina and Matthew, absolutely.
But even with like Blackpink, which is probably the number one K-pop girl group, it took them a decade until this giant group was able to even put out solo albums. And I love Rosé's album that came out, was it earlier this year?
Yeah.
So good, but she had to put in her time for 10 years. And in the music industry, once you're 30, it is an ageist, industry.
Yes.
The clock is ticking, and if you don't get that big album while you're still in your 20s, you lose that chance. And so, it's not looking good for NewJeans if they have to wait until 2029, and if they're at a stalemate with their label.
I know. I hope that there's something that they can do. I know their system isn't the same as ours, so I can't really compare it. But it seems like this appeal, hopefully, will bring something to light in their benefit. I know that the label had said that they were hoping that this will serve as an opportunity for people to see into this a little bit more.
Exactly.
But it's like, what are we seeing? Like, we kind of need more information.
Yeah.
We do.
And I'm sure the fans are wondering, like, who should they be supporting, because they want to support the girls. But these are not light claims to be making against your label. And they really don't seem to have any influence and control in their own lives and situation right now.
No, it's reportedly very restricted, industry. They don't have public romances. Very different than Western entertainment world.
That's all they do here.
That's all they do. Where Sydney Sweeney's pretending to date her co-star to get press.
Right.
Like none of that shenanigans
That's
goes
real.
on in South Korea. Yeah. I believe.
I was like, wait, what?
We're holding out hope for those two. But it's like they aren't allowed to stoke that fire at all.
They're not.
And their private lives, their personal tastes are controlled for what the public sees.
And a lot of them don't own their own music. So how do you even support this band when they're going on hiatus? If we stream their music, do they even still get a cut of it if they're trying to legally sue their label? I don't know how that works, but it doesn't seem like, if they don't own the rights to their music, like Taylor had to fight for, then how do we even support them?
Yeah.
I mean, Taylor didn't just fight to get her masters back. She re-recorded all of her old albums note by note.
Yep.
So eerily similar that I saw an interview on the BBC where they played back to back a re-recorded song and an old song. She couldn't tell the difference.
Taylor?
That's amazing.
Taylor couldn't. She was
Taylor
like,
D. Swift?
she got it wrong. She was like, that's the new one, that's the old one. And she was like, wow. She goes, we did a pretty good job on this. I mean, that is it. That's
She
not
did.
just genius, but it's very expensive.
It is.
To go
sure.
back into the studio and record everything, instrument exact perfection. Who has only a billionaire has the time and energy and to do that.
But she's trying to make a statement, right? To say like, this is my music. So you're
Absolutely.
no matter what, by hook or by crook, I'm gonna have control over my music because they're the ones that created it, that put their heart and soul out there. This is their baby,
Right.
so they have
Wrote it.
they should have the right to own it and to be profitable from it for the rest of their lives.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they don't. And I feel like she really helped bring that to light for people who didn't know much about the music system and how everything works.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew, but I wasn't like that aware of how deeply
Predatory. And these
yeah.
contracts are pretty bad.
It's crazy.
And even before that, Taylor, not that this topic is about Taylor, but
Right.
it's, we're at Page Swift. But before all that, like Taylor, was one of the only artists that spoke out against Spotify for not paying their artists any kickback. I mean,
Right.
pennies on each stream, it's really, it's rough out there. And when an artist can't tour, they're not making money. When the artist can't sell merch anymore, they're not making money. The industry flipped. We're used to sell CDs or records, and
Right.
that was the profit. And now it's like you have to be able to tour new music.
And these
to make a
K-pop
living.
groups do tour. Their tours are massive. They have millions of people that come to them too. So, to your point, they're losing out on all of that for NewJeans, which is so sad.
Well, Taylor Swift was a pioneer here in the U.S. and NewJeans will be the pioneer over there in South Korea.
Yes.
So go girls, we're rooting for
I
you.
love it. Yes. And I think that's all we have to yap about today. We
Oh
could
my
keep
God,
yapping
we're-
for
I
hours.
know.
Yapping.
What
Yeah.
else? Pull up the phone. What else can we talk
Taylor
about?
Swift, what's going on?
6'7". Well, of course, stay here to page6.com because we have all the latest trending stories.